The Cannabis Show is for information only. Nothing contained in the show is intended to constitute professional advice for medical diagnosis or treatment. We do not claim this information to be complete or exhaustive or to be applicable to any particular individual's medical condition. You should always consult with a qualified and licensed physician or other medical care provider.
Hi, welcome to the Cannabis Show. We got Kate here, Basil, and Hart. I'm Chris. We've got strain versus strain, where Basil will pick a strain and go against Hart. Also, where to store your medicinal cannabis, the best places for that, and more. All coming up, so stick around. It's time for strain versus strain. Hart and Basil will both have 30 seconds to defend their strain. But first, for those of you watching at home, tell us who you think wins in your YouTube comments below for your chance to win an NHS gift bag. Okay, Hart will be taking sun-grown sour kush, while Basil represents tweed lot number 5. Hart, you went first last time, so Basil, it's your turn to go first. You have 30 seconds to make your case. Are you ready?
I could go.
I said, are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and go!
So tweed lot number 5. Nobody knows what it is, but it's got lots of myrcene in it. It's got a little bit of caryophyllene in it. It's going to give you some of that indica type relief that you want, but without that heaviness. You know, it's not going to couch lock you too bad. It's a great strain. You should pick some up. I don't have anything to say.
8 seconds to go.
It doesn't even smell.
It doesn't smell.
But,
no, it doesn't smell?
I mean, it's got a bit of a smell, but it's good.
It doesn't
Try it
smell. That should be good for hotels.
Pick me.
Hey, be careful. Just saying. Okay, are you ready, Hart?
Yeah, of course I'm ready.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go!
So sun-grown sour kush from our good friends at DNA Genetics, brought to you by Tweed Main Street. It's a fantastic strain. Parents of this strain are Sour Diesel and OG Kush. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it, people? Like, really. This stuff is actually grown at Tweed Farm, so that's in Niagara. Beautiful sun-grown, it has a beautiful flavor to it. It's wonderful. It would go really nice during the day or in the evening. Excellent for pain, stress, and number 5. What is that even?
You picked this strain matchup, didn't you?
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued, though, that there's a strain that doesn't really smell. That's kind of... Anyway, there you go. Time is up. Great job, both of... Anyway, this is going to be a close one, or maybe not. For those of you watching at home, who do you think won? Tell us in the comments below, and we'll announce a winner strain in an upcoming show. We'll also choose a winning YouTube comment at random to win an NHS gift bag.
Hey there. Good to see you again. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about vaporizing and the 2 different types of vaporizers that are available. Now, we've seen in past episodes, and we know that vaporizing is probably the most efficient and best way to use your cannabis. And we also know that it's not actually smoking, it's just heating the cannabis up to a certain point where the medicinal ingredients get boiled off. And so there's nothing like carcinogens or anything in that. So it's a lot healthier than actually smoking. But let's talk about the difference between the 2 different types of vaporizers. So we've got portable vaporizers and we've got desktop vaporizers. So portables are a great way to introduce yourself to the world of vaporization. They're not something that you would generally use throughout the day. Of course you could, but they're not really designed for that. They're just sort of designed for the on-the-go quick hit. So when we're talking about vaporizing, you're going to get a much stronger vapor and a more powerful experience if you're using a desktop vaporizer. And think of it in this regard. Sure, you can watch television and videos on your phone. You can take it anywhere, it's portable. But as soon as you get home, you don't watch TV on your phone. You, of course, sit down and watch it on your large, 50-inch Sony or whatever you have. So it's a really good analogy to use that. And that's why really the desktop vaporizer is the way to go. We certainly would help you here at Natural Health Services decide which model is best for you, and we have ones that are in many different price points. So when it comes to vaporizing, remember that it's not always about the portability. You really want to look to that desktop. All right, take care. Talk to you next time.
Guaiol is a little more obscure than most of the terpenes we discuss. That being said, like most terpenes, it is antimicrobial and is a fairly potent anti-inflammatory. This terpene has been used for centuries to treat everything from coughs to arthritis. Guaiol is an effective insect repellent and insecticide, great for your next batch of topicals. For larger amounts of guaiol, look to strains like Romulan Diesel, Cali Mist, or Chronic Thunder.
Hi, I'm Chris. We got Kate here and Basil, and you can ask us anything when it comes to cannabis on the Cannabis Show. And today's question comes from Randy, and he says, how long can dry medicine be stored before it degrades? Oils, I've read some very conflicting things online about keeping it in a freezer, THC decreasing quickly once opened, even if in dark container. What's your answer to that?
Generally, it's accepted that you have about a year for sure of shelf life with an oil. You want to keep both oils and dried herb out of direct sunlight or open air. So try to stick to the dark bottles and kind of cool places, and you should be fine for at least a year. It will start degrading in sunlight though and create something called CBN, which will make you sleepy, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. You're more or less degrading, from the moment that you open up that container. So you're better off consuming it quickly. I don't like to keep my cannabis in the freezer. I find that it makes those trichomes brittle. They want to break off a little easier, and then they're sticking to the inside of your container. But I think the important things are a dark, dry place, and keep it out of the sun.
Okay, I'd like to add a couple things to that. Questions actually for you. And keeping it in the actual container that you get it from your provider, was that a good idea as well?
Yeah, they're generally a pretty decent seal. I even like to go as far as to putting it in the container in a humidor sometimes.
Okay, and just one more question. You know how you can get like things that keep it fresh?
Right.
What's your suggestions with those?
Yeah, I would say, the packages, the packages that you can buy, those are your best case scenario. Sometimes when you're dealing with things like trying to put, bread or fruit peels or things like that in there, you're just asking for mold. So, you want to go with something that's a little bit more prepared and designed to do that.
Awesome.
You can also use a terracotta stone, like they do with brown
Right.
sugar. You can just stick one of those in there with a little bit of, moisturize it first and put it in there, and that's a good way to go.
I think Natural Health Services, we sell them too.
We do.
All right. If you got a question for us or our Bud Geniuses, by all means, just send it to or email it to thecannabisshow@naturalhealthservices.ca.